Hey Leo, what's up? Welcome to your May reading. I hope you're all doing very, very well. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get some insight, guidance, and see what you can expect for the next couple of weeks. If this reading is helpful or insightful, please let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Private readings are available down below. Let's get right into your messages for the month of May 2025. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly. What do my Leos need to know? Oh wait, I'm starting with the tarot? I guess I'm starting with the tarot. I guess so. Alright. You're the reading today where I'm starting with the tarot instead of the oracle. Okay, cool, we're rolling with it. First card out, we got the Six of Swords. So you moving forwards. Things are easing up. Your future looking bright. The choppy waters are behind you. This is a smooth sailing boat. Page of Swords at the bottom. I don't know if you've just come into some sort of news or information, but whatever this clarity is that you have received, maybe that full moon in Scorpio had revealed some things to you. I know it did for me. But anyways, y'all, it looks like you're moving forwards in a real good direction. You are pacing yourself. You know what you want. You know what you're moving towards. You have your set goals and intentions. You're definitely locked in and you're making good progress. Feeling really good about that. This card flipped itself. Oh my god, it's the Page of Swords coming out again. This is at the bottom now wanted to flip out. So yeah, you know what? There is some news coming in. We have the Tower at the bottom. You got some news coming in, Leo. So brace yourself. Get ready. I think it's news you're receiving. I don't think you're the one that's giving this news. I think you're actually getting the news. Maybe it's a phone call, maybe it's a message, maybe it's a text or an email. I just think it's something that is sudden. And, well, we have the Tower, Queen of Swords, and then the Page of Pentacles at the bottom. This could definitely be around money. This could be around changes to your current job. It's showing here, I mean, look at this. This Queen of Swords, she's made a decision to cut something off. Cutting some sort of services off. Are you cutting something off? Hopefully it's not the power. Hopefully your payments are all going through. Hopefully it's not your car payments, insurance. What is this? Because it literally looks like the queen has had enough, right? The queen with the tower. She's had enough. She's drawing her blade. She's literally confronting this Page of Pentacles. Be like, that's the last pentacle I'm gonna give you. So you better scram. Or you better really, you know, use this pentacle for good. Or you better come back with more money. Or I don't know. It feels very abrupt. It feels very direct. It feels very cold. I'm feeling maybe this is like kind of disowning somebody or disowning your own child, or it's like I see someone setting a boundary here. Someone's setting a very firm boundary. You could be setting a very firm boundary with somebody, but even the way this feels like border control. If you okay, so I'm in Canada. When I've gone traveling to certain places, like further down British Columbia, there still is. I just don't remember what the lake is called, but it's literally on the border between British Columbia versus Washington, I think. I'm not good with geography. I'm Canadian. I'm not good with geography. And there's literally the border, but there's not an actual border. It's just like a body of water, but it's like border control. I feel like there's like a boundary that can't be crossed, or I don't know. That's literally what this makes me think of. Is like, let me check if you're validated before you can proceed, before you can continue to keep moving forwards. Like, let me see if this is legit. Like, let's see if this is official. Maybe there's something like under the table. You're doing something under the table. Maybe it's a job under the table. I'm not trying to out you. Let's move on from that. Seven of Cups in the reverse. So something's become... What the heck? Seven of Pentacles. We have... not Seven of Pentacles, sorry. Seven of Cups and then King of Pentacles at the bottom. Seven of Cups in the reverse is all about clarity. It's like a choice has been made, right? You got all these options, all these things to choose from. You've made your select option. You made your choice. right? You got a vending machine, press in A7, you get your Diet Coke, whatever the fuck, bag of chips. I don't fucking eat that shit, but you made your choice. A choice has been made. Your stance has been made, or you made something very, very, very clear. Very clear. Clarity, big clarity, big realizations. King of Pentacles, the Sun, Death. You're happy about this. You're definitely happy about this. You're glad, you're relieved. A huge weight's been lifted. You're celebrating this, actually. We have Scorpio energy. We have Leo, your energy coming through, as well as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This news, you're happy about it. It's a relief. It's a big burden that's been lifted. It's a surprise, because remember when, what was it? The Six of Swords with the Tower? Or was it the Page of Swords in the Tower? I think it was the Page of Swords in the Tower. It's like, it was a surprise, but it's a good surprise. Or you're like, oh, wow, I'm very happy to hear this. Thank you. I'm so glad. I feel relieved. I feel, whew, I don't know. Okay, cool. So you're getting some sort of news, some sort of information. It's giving you clarity. Feel good about it. Big changes that come with it, for sure, with that death that we saw. Something's coming to an end, but something's also being born. So let's keep going for Leo. Okay, so we have Five of Cups, the Moon, and the Three of Pentacles. Someone is disappointed. Is it you though? I don't think so. Because you just had the Sun. You just had the Sun and the King of Pentacles. You're solid, you're stable, you're secure, you're supported, you're financially fine, you're financially doing well. Someone else though, Five of Cups, the Moon, Three of Cups, they felt left out of the loop, or they're feeling like, well, what am I gonna do now? What is my next approach? Kind of stuck, kind of sure, kind of is like foreign grounds, foreign territory. Five of Cups, the Moon, Three of Cups. I would say someone with the Moon is giving more of like a shadowy element. Like someone's disappointed. I don't think that they're showing it, or they're keeping it quite hidden. They're able to mask it quite well. I see with the Three of Pentacles, it's like, okay, I'll do whatever to support you in this choice you've made, right? I see you made your choice. I honor that. I respect that. Three of Pentacles, I'll work with it. But someone's definitely disappointed. But I don't think they're expressing this. Now, the Moon, this could be talking about that full moon that we had in Scorpio just a couple days ago. This could also be talking about the new moon in Gemini that we'll have towards the end of the month. I don't have the date for that. I think it's the 27th, but I'm not 100% certain. I can't remember. Comment down below if I am wrong. But yeah, or to confirm if it is the 27th. I haven't looked it up. I forgot. Life has been busy. There's been a lot going on. But yeah, I see like whatever that's, who is it important to talk about? Because if this is, I'm going to say it anyways, in case this is applying to somebody out there. If you're disappointed, you're like, well, how am I going to make this work? Or how will we proceed? Or, you know, you're feeling a bit lost. I will just confirm for you that there's a way out of this, or there's a solution here. And I do see a positive outcome with the Three of Pentacles. Like there's a way out, and it will be better than it was before. It just might take some adjustments, and maybe if you're experiencing some sort of rejection, it's definitely redirection. But anyways, what's at the bottom? The World. Something is necessary. Like something has to come to an end. It's like, let me see. The World, King of Pentacles, the Sun. Again, I see you're happy. Leo, it's literally your energy. I see you're happy about this. Looks like you're the one in charge, or you're the one that's in the seat. You're taking the reins. You're calling the shots, and you're like, yep, this is finished. This is done. This is completed. And like, say if you have a business, or you're a boss, or you're the person who hires people, you might be like letting someone go, or, you know, like, and you're like, sorry, like, got it. I'm just trying to think about how it started. It was remember I was like, oh, it's like good news, or like the news that's coming in. I guess the news that you could be delivering, you're happy about it. It's like, I don't know if you'd be happy about doing that though. Like, that's kind of evil. Low key, you're like, oh yeah, I fired somebody today. It felt real good. It's like, okay, you're low key kind of evil. Unless that person was a piece of shit, then like, okay, I understand why you're happy about that. But like, I don't know, delivering bad news to someone or news that's gonna like upset someone and you're like, yeah, I feel so good about, like, are you okay? I don't know. Y'all, this is a little strange reading because we didn't start it off like I normally would, like the other ones, so we just jumped right on in. So 8 of Swords and then the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Who is this? Who is this? Is this you? Wheel of Fortune, Magician, Ace of Cups. At the bottom, that looks pretty good, pretty positive. So someone here feels trapped, or someone here feels very stuck in their head. Someone's afraid of failing or afraid of making mistakes, or if they have made a mistake, they're like beating themselves up, be like, oh, I screwed up. This is the wrong choice, or I regret this, or I should have handled things differently. Like, someone's really in their head. I think after I read what's at the bottom, I'm going to pull a couple archetype cards because I'm just like, normally that's how I was going to start the set of weeks readings, but y'all made me jump right on into the tarot. This is for a reason. Okay. Six of Wands in the reverse can definitely talk about attention. Is it the best attention? Nah. This is more like criticism. This is more like what you could improve on, what you kind of suck at. I'm just kidding. But I honestly feel like the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, not 6 of Cups. Maybe there's some matters of the past being brought up. Someone you have history with. The 6 of Wands reverse is like someone could be getting feedback and some constructive criticism, but now they're taking it very personal and now they feel kind of attacked. Or now it's like, you know, if you're saying like, hey, that you could have done better, then they're taking it like, oh my God, you're attacking my character. I'm the worst. I suck at everything. Like, oh my God, I'm not. So if that's you, this is the month where you need to work on your self-confidence and your self-concept, okay? And if it isn't you and you're dealing with someone like that, I guess you just gotta let them down nicely. Like if this is someone that, you know, maybe you went on a couple dates with, but it's not really clicking, and so you're letting them down nicely or whatever, but they may be taking it real hard. I don't know, this is a weird reading. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, Magician, and then the Ace of Cups. So we do have matters of love coming up here, romance for some of y'all. I am seeing it's like you're manifesting a really fulfilling future here. I'm seeing like a lot of peace, a lot of happiness, a lot of just safety and comfort, and I'm seeing healing for those that are just on your own solo journey. I just see like you're manifesting a lot more harmony and fulfillment, and you just feel joy doing the things you love in your life. You love where you live, you love the people you're around, you love your friends, you love your family, you love your own company. Like it just seems like very much at peace. Others of you who are single, you're out there looking for love, you definitely seem to have found a real good partner, someone who you're very compatible with, somebody who really gets you, somebody who is like the person of your dreams, which is fabulous. So for those that experience rejection or even like a loss or even like you failed at something or something was unsuccessful, this is just a learning moment, learning curve, and it's redirection to something better. Okay? Use this to strengthen yourself, to build yourself up. You know, if this is showing you maybe your weak points, this is showing you what you can build, what you can strengthen, what you can work on. This is giving you clarity of what you enjoy versus what you hate. Like it's all just learning moment, learning curves, growing, right? I'm gonna pause for the tarot for a bit. My chair is a little squeaky still. I have yet to fix it because life be life. Let me pull you a couple archetype cards. Just see like what's the vibe, overall vibe for May. I suppose we have Eros. This is card more about like sexuality and touch and connection, and it's more about what's at the bottom. We have the Father. I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel connected to this card at the moment. Like this doesn't really it just doesn't really fit with what I don't know. Let's try again. I didn't even get a chance to shuffle. That card just kind of wanted to poke itself out, so Let me try again. Hey, if it's meant to come out, it will. What's the vibes looking like for Leo? I forgot who I was reading for first. Because I just did Gemini. I was about to call you Gemini. I was like, hold the fuck up. Maybe you got Gemini placement. So we have the medallion. We also have the venom in the reverse. Like it flipped out in the reverse, which tells me that you're actually like purifying something that is harmful or has been, oh, I'm hearing nagging, like someone's been nagging you, someone who has been pulling at your energy. It looks like you're clearing some sort of negative entity for some of y'all. Wow. It feels like with the venom in the reverse, you know, if like, you know, people get like bitten by a snake and they have to rush to the hospital or they could fucking die, get very sick, paralyzed or some shit, right? It's like this is the energy or the venom being sucked out of you. It's like there seems to be, I don't know if you're doing some sort of ritual or some sort of cleansing thing to purify yourself, or if you're doing a detox, maybe you're being called towards doing a detox or eating just like raw foods, veggies, your fruits, and really just eating more clean. Like I'm just getting a sense of removing some sort of impurity or something that has been a negative influence. The medallion is more of a card of protection. It does talk about maybe you have like a physical item, a necklace, or like literally a medallion, literally like it's like an item that is about protection, y'all. I'm like, sorry, I'm hearing like some noises in the back. It's throwing me off. Anyways, I just feel like you're needing to really prioritize you, your peace, and protecting your energy or protecting what's yours. And something you may have to reach out to, or I guess be open to receive, right? We see this hand reaching out, like there's some sort of offering coming in. Can Spirit tell us about that? We have the mentor at the bottom. Mentor is typically a card of like learning, growing, and then teaching others with the wisdom that you gained, what you've learned through these experiences, being able to kind of hold the door open for others to walk that path, similar path. It won't be exact, but it's like the mentor. You may be a mentor, you may be a teacher, or you are teaching someone a lesson here. You're like being a role model, or you're inspiring somebody. Okay, we have the king, and then we have the vessel, and then we have the kiss. Well, this feels kind of like, okay, this feels like a forceful energy. This feels definitely like a forceful, expectant, kind of demanding. Like the way the vessel and the kiss, right? This is definitely bringing in more of like this intimacy, right? We were the first card that came out. I was like, I don't really feel connected to this. Like, I don't really see how this is fitting with this reading. But Eros was more about like physical attraction, connection, and like that rawness, that exposed vulnerability. Now we kind of have that coming through again with the vessel and the kiss. Definitely seems like an energy, like allowing someone into your space, into your home, into your body, kissing someone even. But it's like there's some sort of boundary that's been crossed, or this is about establishing a boundary. The fact that the king is here is like, you know how the king's like demand, I'm the king of the castle, I make all the calls, I call all the shots, this is my kingdom, you know? And I just kind of, I do get like this combination. I feel like the king, this is more masculine energy. So if you're masculine, maybe this is you, or this could be just representing someone who's in more of a masculine state, but this feels more like someone who is making a initiation. I was gonna say making a demand, but I don't know. It feels forceful though. I don't know. Something about this feels kind of forceful. Or like there's this expectation of like, I'm getting exactly what I want. But is that though? What's at the bottom? The mystic, the offering, we have the castle. There's a healer. I mean, maybe it's being received. This makes zero sense to me. Like, I mean, the reading, you know, it is what it is, but I feel like we just started off weird. But we're gonna roll with it, Leo. Let me go back to how these first cards came out. Six of Swords, Page of Swords. I feel like this could be representing a discussion. If this is about like a relationship or partnership, it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be just like, you know, a roommate, right? You're having discussions, like say you have to renew a contract about your living place, right? If you're renting, you're like renewing your rental possible. Maybe you're having a discussion like, hey, I don't want to live with you anymore. I want to move out or something like that. Like I'm seeing like there's maybe this discussion about the future and getting clarity about that. Maybe you see like, why is the Five of Cups? So with the archetype cards, now we have the sun and the moon. Someone, like I said before, someone's like disappointed or let down, or it's like maybe you and someone's goals or visions don't really align. They're not really on the same page. Or someone needs more time, maybe with the Three of Pentacles, right? Showing that there's still more effort to be put in. Someone's still putting in energy, but it's limited in a way. It feels kind of like, especially with the Eight of Swords and then the Six of Wands reverse, like someone feels limited. Someone feels like, okay, well, this is doomed. Like, I don't really think this is going to progress any further. Kind of having doubts about this. That something might not even come out of this. Someone's kind of thinking more negatively. Or maybe it's the Venom, right? We talk about the Venom card, and I know it was in the reverse, but the Venom's all about that toxicity and that poison, and how like even your own thoughts can definitely be poison if you're thinking negatively, self-sabotaging. You know, our thoughts do create our reality, and so someone here could be sabotaging and being like, oh, I'm screwed, I'm doomed, like I may as well just give up and die. You know, like the whole like snake venom and like, oh, what's the point of being rushed to the hospital? I may as well just accept my defeat here. It's like, no, like don't, you can get the venom out. Like, I'm trying to make it make sense, y'all. Cause I'm getting the Vessel and the Kiss and the King. It's like someone made an offering, but was it well received? Like you or someone gave maybe it was like an actual item or a gift. Maybe someone was just like, oh, huh. Like if you, I've had this happen before. I've received some interesting gifts and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. But in my head, I'm like, why did they think I'm not trying to be an asshole either. You know, I'm grateful, but I'm just like, why did they get that for me? I mean, I'm just curious, like, what's going through their head, but I don't want to be rude and just flat out be like, why'd you get me this? Like, but like, you know, say someone bought you ice cream, but you're allergic to peanuts, and it literally says like, oh, it's like fucking, there's nuts in there. Like, oh, the gesture, like, thanks for getting my ice cream, but like, why would you get me something I'm allergic to? You know? The fuck is this? What is this, y'all? Okay. Strength reverse, flipping out. So someone's just kind of like straight up given up, or they're tired, or they feel defeated. Someone feels defeated. Nine of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So I get a sense somebody here is worrying that you aren't on the same page, or you're not interested, or you're worried someone's not on the same wavelength as you. Someone's having a lot of doubt and feeling insecure. I would say you and this person could be mirroring each other. Sometimes Six of Pentacles can talk about like y'all both are on the same page, same wavelength. I would say it's like there's these mutual shared doubts or worries. Lovers, Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, reverse. I get a sense that like when one person pushes away, or sorry, when one person, I can't speak. When one person drifts away, the other person chases, and then when that person stops chasing, the one that was like pushing you away was like now chasing. Like, like I get like a very cat and mouse, like hot and cold. I don't know. It seems very confusing. And maybe that's why this whole reading just feels very like, ooh, all over the place. Which is why when we started this reading, Six of Swords and the Page of Swords, I think honestly, straight up, needing to just be clear with intentions moving forwards so that everybody knows what the hell is going on. even if someone's even if you risk disappointing someone, or even if you have to ask somebody the truth and there's a possibility that you might end up disappointed, you may not hear what you want to know. You have to just kind of accept and come to terms with that in order for you to get to the bottom of this. And, you know, it might not be as bad as you think it's going to be, the Eight of Swords. You might be making things way lot worse in your head than what it actually is. Yeah, like I'm seeing, okay, but I'm just going back to the archetype cards. Like if you had a kiss with someone, if you hooked up with someone, you know, and then afterwards you're like, oh my God, like, what do they think, or what's going through their head, or do they, you know, are they still into me, or do they still feel connected? Like, I'm getting like such a, it's like feels, someone needs to take the lead. I feel like, no, honestly, with the king, I feel like no one's taking the lead here. Someone needs to take the fucking lead, take the reign. It's like, if there's a horse with the saddle who's meant for riding, and then we have like the cowboy, cowgirl, but they're just like standing there. They don't know how to fucking ride the horse. And look at this candle burning out. Yo, I don't know what the fuck. Someone needs to take the lead and initiate, even though it can be scary. It's like moments before things change, but it must be done. And there's like this sense of vulnerability, the vessel. It feels like someone being very raw, exposed, and vulnerable. And it's like there's the potential of like connecting. There's the potential of things going really, really good. And then there's the potential of things maybe falling out. And who fucking knows what's gonna happen. But yo, what the hell? Should we clarify? Yeah, I know the candle's out. I don't have a replacement. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me clarify something here. Let me see why the venom is out. Why is the venom out here? Something that could potentially be hurtful. I'm really looking at the teeth, right? Bitten by a dog? I have been. And I actually almost died. Y'all, story time. That's for another time. But I literally have like a scar. I got a scar on my jaw, like scar things. I actually do have one like right over here. It's very faint. You can't see it unless you're like right up close. But yeah, just a little fun story. Because I'm sure y'all don't know. I don't really talk about my shit here. But yeah, would not recommend. The venom. Why is the venom here? Something that's like deadly or perceived as a threat, right? So maybe someone sees like the flash of a vision of what could go wrong, but also what could go right. Let me see, the venom. Seven of Cups, right? We had the Seven of Cups upright earlier when that fell out on the Page of Swords. It's all about you getting the answers you need, the clarity that you need. So honestly, the confusion, the blurred lines is the poison, right? It's the poison. It's what is creating all this illusion and confusion. That's what's killing the success of how things could be if everybody's on board and if there's acknowledgement and, you know, you're seen, the others feel seen, everybody feels supported, everybody feels heard, but there seems to be just like what's the point? There seems to be a missing point, or I'm sorry, I'm giggling. I'm just trying to understand. King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. It seems like this has been a long time coming. There's like a lot of history in the making. Something you'll be looking back at somewhere down the line. Also, number 666 seems to be important. See, because it's showing that there's potential that this could be very successful, but because someone's so up in their head and doubtful, or both people, both parties, both individuals are, so we did see that earlier, it is kind of the poison that's killing something that could be very healthy, right? It's showing it just needs to become, why am I hearing fluent, more consistent, more stable. Something needs to become more concrete or consistent, right? Six of Cups, the Lovers showed up a couple times, and then the Nine of Pentacles. It seems like someone really, likes their independence. We have the Ten of Wands and the Page of Cups. Someone struggles or has issues with communication issues, or it's like they have a lot they want to say, but they don't know how to put it in the words, or they get easily overwhelmed with feelings or emotions. And it's like they shut down. I'm seeing someone who's very like solo, independent, likes to be by themselves. You get a very single energy with the Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles. The hell are we talking? Maybe somebody has a fear of commitment. What about the Venom? Why is the Venom here? Hierophant. Oh, what do we say about commitment issues? Hierophant in reverse. This can definitely scream somebody who isn't ready to settle down or isn't ready to commit, or this could even be talking about somebody who breaks contracts, break promises. They don't follow through with what they say, you know? They're not very trustworthy. Sometimes in a positive light, we can see the Hierophant reverse as someone who is more of like break the barriers, do things out of the norm, out of the traditional way, and you know, that can be bold. It's a very bold and brave energy. So it's like, can you challenge these venomous beliefs? Can you, oh look, we have the Two of Cups at the bottom. Can we challenge, Two of Cups, the Tower, and then the Knight of Cups. I see, like, in terms of like a relationship here, again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but I do see romance for a good chunk of y'all, or potential. I see like a big changes in the relationship here, and it looks like it's being made on like mutual grounds, or you both want the same thing. Knight of Cups. Oh, why is the Devil here? And the Emperor. I feel like someone has to give up power or control or their ego, or like there's a sacrifice. Someone has to be more vulnerable, but they see that as like a threat, or like if they were to be vulnerable, they're worried that they'll be like used against them later on. So I feel like there's like a lot of questions of, well, what's this person's intentions, or can I truly trust them? So that's trust issues is something that will kill a relationship. Can't trust the person, the relationship is doomed, right? So, let me see. Let's just, this will be the last thing we look into. This was one scrambled reading, but it's for somebody out there. We're going to look into the clarity that you're coming into, or the answers, the conversation. Let's see. Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups reversed. Answers will be revealed. Conversation must be had. So if they're not going to say it, are you going to say it? Are you going to be bold? Are you going to ask the question? If they're not going to, because they're too afraid of what you're going to say or how you're going to react, are you going to be brave enough to do it? Wow. Because I get, like, even the vessel, someone's needing to be willing to open up. And if they do that, going back to the kiss, I can't pick it up. The kiss, right? Kissing. Hello, it's a two-way street. It's two-way street. And also, is it in sync or is it off? That says a lot too. So, let's see. Page of Swords, Seven of Cups. Let's see what the answers are that you're coming into. King of Cups, answers on how someone feels about you, how you feel about them. Definitely seeing some heart-to-heart combos. We have the Eight of Wands, literally card of communication, forward momentum and movement and action, okay? So someone's emotions and someone's words are following through with actions. We love to see it, because nothing pisses me off more than when someone says all these things, but then they don't follow through with the action. They just talk, but they don't walk. They don't know how to walk. Their legs are broken. Okay, we'll get a wheelchair then. No excuses. You're the Eight of Cups. Or keep walking. You either make some sort of move and you express what's on your heart, express what's on your mind, or you'll miss your chance. You'll miss your opportunity. Maybe you had a missed opportunity in the past, or this has been something that you look back at and you wish you had done differently. Death, the Chariot. Here's your chance to do things differently this time around. Otherwise, it's a missed opportunity. So, you're getting clarity whether you are going to stay or whether you're moving away. And then at the bottom, Chariot, Death, and the Six of Cups. Or sorry, it was from Six of Cups to the Death card and then the Chariot. So it's definitely looking like some sort of cycle repeating from the past, or if this is someone you have history with, or if this is something completely brand new, but it's showing you a little resemblance of past patterns that you've had in other situations. But the idea, the thing, the lesson, it's literally identical. This is your chance to do things differently. All right. You have Cancerian energy, Scorpio energy, and some water. We just had the full moon in Scorpio, so perhaps that, like we were saying earlier, maybe it revealed something to you, or you had some sort of realization or epiphany or this huge breakthrough. We'll have Jupiter move into Cancer just in a couple of days on the 16th, so that will be interesting. Lots of expansion, lots of movement, lots of progression, y'all. So, I mean, I hope this helps. I don't know. This was a weird one. I ain't gonna lie. This was a weird one, but I wanted to stick it out. I felt weird. Literally, like the first minute of doing this reading, I kind of was like, should I stop and like just start over and just do the reading like I did for the other signs I read today? But something was telling me, no, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna just roll with it. This is different than what I was planning, but we're gonna just go for it. This is what came through. So may not be for everybody, but for those, I hope it helps, and I love and appreciate you. I hope you have a very wonderful day, and I will see you next week, all right? Take care. Stay blessed. Bye, Leo.